December 8, Hope from Galilee. Isaiah 9, 1-7. But there will be no gloom for her who was in anguish. In the former time he brought into contempt the land of Zebulun and the land of Naphtali. But in the latter time he has made glorious the way of the sea, the land beyond the Jordan, Galilee of the nations. The people who walked in darkness have seen a great light. Those who dwelt in a land of deep darkness, on them light has shined. You have multiplied the nation. You have increased its joy. They rejoice before you as with joy at the harvest, as they are glad when they divide the spoil. For the yoke of his burden and the staff for his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, you have broken as on the day of Midian. For every boot of the tramping warrior in battle tumult, and every garment rolled in blood will be burned as fuel for the fire. For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and of peace there will be no end. On the throne of David and over his kingdom, to establish it and to uphold it with justice and with righteousness from this time forth and forevermore. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts will do this. God gave Isaiah further details about the king to come. He would rise in northern Israel, in the territories of the tribes of Zebulun and Naphtali, the region of Galilee of the nations. This northern portion of Israel's territory was much more connected to the great nations of the north, Tyre, Sidon, Syria, Assyria. Even Babylon would approach Israel from the north. A child is coming who will put an end to oppression, war, and bloodshed. A child will be born as a gift to the world, born to rule. But this king will exceed even the great King David, for he will be known as the mighty God, the everlasting Father. As incredible as this may seem, this child will be God. His kingdom will continue to increase forever, extending peace to all creation. And he will be a descendant of David, come to reestablish the throne of David. Jesus is that child to come, God in human flesh. He grew up in Galilee of the nations and carried out most of his public ministry there. He established the eternal kingdom of God, which continues to this day, roughly 2,000 years later. This kingdom will continue to increase forever.